Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for watching, keeping me on track, keeping me accountable. Turns out that there was a number of family and friends who needed to hear that kind of those kind of words and have that kind of inspiration. I appreciate it. Thanks for getting back to me. I wanted to share something in particular that it wasn't quite what I was expecting, and some of the folks were really inspired by some family and some friends were really inspired by the set the example piece that I mentioned in the last video, in yesterday's video. Let me touch base on that a little bit more, because I wasn't always setting the right example for my kids. And years ago, probably about 10 years ago, one of the things that I realized was my level of patience was terrible. It was not okay. I was quick to jump, and the ones that took the brunt of it were my kids and my family and my wife. And that was not okay. And what I realized, and I actually came across a poem by Maya Angelou that covered this. And she said, and it's not word for word, she said, if you have only one smile, give it to the ones that love you. Don't go out into the street and start grinning at strangers. And that was huge for me. That was a big thing for me, and I held on to that. I held on to that poem, what that meant, because I was quick with my kids. That's not okay. And I didn't want to be that guy. But how do I change that? I don't have any instructions. Nobody told me how to change this. Nobody taught me. But one of the things that I learned is how to use my phone. How to use my phone to change, to condition. We'll talk about conditioning some more, but condition my character change, my changes that I want to make. We use our phone for all kinds of things, but do we use it for all the right things? One of them that I did is, in the phone on the schedule, I would put in there 6 times a day, patience. I wanted to have more patience with my kids. And it was who I should have patience for. I would put it in there. My boys, you know my boys, I love my boys, but they're boys as boys can be. So I would put in there 6 times a day, half an hour before they woke up, half an hour after, half an hour before they came home from school, half an hour after, an hour after that, and then an hour before they were to go to bed. And what I would do is I put in there patience as a reminder. 6 times a day. Be patient. Just stall your words for a fraction of a second. I would pray to God. And that would be my prayer. That's what I would ask for. When I would pray to God, I would ask for, please, I have everything I need. I have shelter for me and the family. I have income. I have a good job. I have food. I have vehicles that are working. I don't need anything. But can I please have a fraction of a second? Just a fraction of a second before the words just come right out of my mouth. And I would pray for that. And I'd put that reminder in my phone, because I wanted to change that piece of me. And it did. I have changed. It took a year. When you set it up, don't put it in. Don't put a finish date. There is no finish date. Let it run. Let it run until you've looked at it and you can look in the mirror and say, it took. If it takes 6 months, if it takes a year, if that's what you want to change, you gotta let it run until you can look in the mirror and say, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not that way anymore. Love you.